Peace, what am I with?
You with Preston R. Harris, the master builder.
My God, what's up, man?
Hey, there's greatness in you, man, and we just trying to get closer to people who are showcasing their greatness. And so we on a proximity to greatness tour right now with Mastermind, showcasing our amazing Mastermind members and putting great people in the room with other great people so they can do more great things.
My God, man. See, and you brush yourself here to pivot.
So yeah,
Perfect. My man. All right, so before we start this off, I'd like to ask the guests 3 questions, man.
Okay.
So you answer them however you want to answer them. Everybody answers them different.
Yeah.
So it's you. All right. First question. What's the motion?
The motion is greatness. There's 2 directions we can go. We can go average or we can go great. We can go ordinary or we can do a little bit extra. And the motion is maximizing our talents. The motion is taking the dreams that are inside of you and giving 125% towards them. So the motion is not being still, but being in motion towards your goals and your dreams. And like sometimes being in motion looks different every single day, but surrounding yourself with other people who are saying, I'm hungry for something, and going to hunt, and then saying, all right, we're going to accomplish and put our greatness together to see how we can make more of it. So the motion is greatness. Yeah.
God, I like that answer. The motion is greatness. You know, that's one of the first, or a person described the emotion as like the way you did, like greatness. All right, second question. All right, what's the culture?
The culture is excellence. That's what it has to be. At a certain point in time, and this is what I say as Black people, if you want to compete globally, you have to have excellent products. And we can't act like we provide the best customer service all the time. And so, with our culture, it's like, we're not perfect. We understand that business people are people, that things happen. But we always want to have that culture of excellence, that culture of service recovery, that culture of, that there's some accountability there, and we want to have the best products. We want to work with the best people, and we want to bring the best out in each other. So when you have that culture of excellence, when you're pushing each other and you're communicating and saying, hey, I think you can be a little bit better there. I think if you did this a little bit differently, that might help. And you're receptive to the communication, that can help make things perfect. So the culture is excellence, and as our culture of excellence rises, our communities rise with that.
Perfect. Last one. What's the business, bro?
Oh, the business is the Hunter's Mastermind. That's what the business is. And the business is 125 hunters in 9 different countries who work together, get on virtual calls together. They share their success. We pitch our businesses together so we can sharpen our tools, so that way you hunt a little bit more efficiently, and other people know what you're doing so they can help you hunt. It's different when you get a phone call and somebody says, hey, I got the perfect person for you. Let me make that connection. That's a different feeling, and that happens all the time in our family. And so, you pitch your business so other people know what you do, and at the end of our calls, and this is what makes our family different, this is what makes us a family, because this allows us to be a little bit vulnerable and a little bit real with one another. We do one thing I'm looking to give, and one thing I'm looking to receive. So the thing that you're looking to give could be anything. Could be, I'm looking to give my time. I'll look over your stuff. I'll like your content. I'll give you a discount. I'll give you a free consultation. Whatever it is that you're willing to give, that's what you give. And then you tell us what you need to receive. And that's how we move things forward. Because if I got 10 people telling 10 other people what they're looking to receive, odds are somebody can help meet that need. And so on our calls, about 80% of people receive a next step on their first call, because we're giving, we're receiving, we're putting things together. And so the business is the Hunter's Mastermind, where we're the hunters, not the hunted. We're the solution to the problem. That's what we do.
Man, perfect. And man, listen, our calls are that way. Our calls are valuable. I've sat in on a couple, not all of them, but I sat in on a few.
Hey,
And you know what? And every time I left the conversation, I learned about a new black business, a new black service that was being offered. I learned how I can be of service to others, and I got a chance to really like sit and speak with other entrepreneurs in my ecosystem. We got to talk about solutions, like you said.
yeah.
Because business solutions is like the most part. So we've been friends for a while, bro. You know me for like quite some time, quite some years. You know the story.
Yeah.
I had to go back to school to understand business, because just because I'm a cameraman doesn't mean I understand how to run a camera business.
It's different.
It's way different. It's a
Yeah.
different skill set altogether. And I will say one thing about our ecosystem: we are around a lot of like-minded individuals, around a lot of exceptional people. Mm-hmm. So moving forward with that, right, with the exception, because you said some things in the beginning of the interview about black excellence, or just excellence, period. Mm-hmm. So where do you see the mastermind like adding the value of excellence to you know, like your vision?
So that's a great question, Freddie. And I think the value of relationships allow for excellence. Like, I have a relationship with you. We've done business together for years. And so then I'm willing to make the trip because I have a relationship with you to come up and meet Tim, who has this amazing barbershop. And then we can get Tim in our mastermind family. And then that allows him to get connected with more people. And then our ecosystem grows because then he connects us with more people who are hungry and who are generals in making things happen. So when you have relationships with people and you focus on what can I bring to the table, how can I help you win, how can we work together to grow, then it becomes strength in numbers. You know, you seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, I did.
He said,
yeah,
apes together weak, apes alone weak, but apes together strong.
Correct.
If we figured out how strong we were together, what all can we do? And so this is a network of allowing us to be strong. You see Lyris on the screen. We were in DC with her yesterday. Proximity to greatness. You know, she brought two people who are visually impaired to the meetup, and now we're going to be able to do some programs and help them connect the dots a little bit more in their community. And that's just because we have relationships with great people. Correct. So, you know, I just want to say thank you to you for opening it up and for being hungry and for going out and being a pioneer. Tim, I want to say thank you. We'd love to offer you a mastermind membership just for opening up the space and being so hospitable to us. And you know, we're hunting. Like that's what we do, because together there's nothing we can't accomplish.
And that's 1,000% true, because I look at the growth that we've had from, you know, going to like the Bronx. We were at the first black. We were at the first black. Yeah, we got Black Box at the first black cafe that was opened up in the Bronx, bro. So we were a part of a lot of beginnings. Yeah. You know, especially like beginnings in black business, and I think that's important. You know, that we were there to document, and we were there to also provide services. And I remember, you know, just you hosting everything, and then helping organize. Like, hey, we're going to shoot the business pitches now. And I remember that, and that was probably like one of the best experiences, like just watching everybody, like knowing that we all came from Atlanta and everything like that. We were in the Bronx, and we're networking with other business people, like our counterparts, and we get to, like, you know, celebrate each other, sample each other's, like, you know, products and things of that nature, and then tell our stories, like how our brands have came about. And you organizing that and putting that together, that I don't even have words for that, bro. But yeah, I learned so much just being in our environment.
Yeah, man. And it's not just me. Like I run the mastermind, but we're a family. Like, yes, I don't get here without, you know, Shanice, without Crystal, without
shout out Shanice and Crystal, man.
so many
Our
other
folks.
people, you know, who have helped me along the way. Without Innocent, without VIP Socio,
Right.
without all the different, you know, people we've had along the way. So like, I can't act like that I'm alone in this. You've been a big piece of this as well. So like, you know, it's about, you know, as we're building things, I want your ego, but we gotta give credit where credit is due. Nobody's building alone.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
I agree.
And you shouldn't have to. And that's what we're saying. It's like, if you're out here by yourself building, you don't have to build alone. You got people who you can come build with, who want to see you win, who ain't gonna hate on your success, who are gonna tell you, hey, you can get better here. Let's tighten this up a little bit, or have you thought about it this way?
Correct.
And then, you know, who are gonna give you opportunities and things that can help you grow and win.
Yeah, just our conversations, like we have the meetings, and just the pitches, like the mock pitches,
Yeah.
and then how we give each other feedback.
Yeah.
So you're getting real time, you know, feedback from your peers. If you ask them, hey, would I buy this service based off of, you know, how you presented it? And then we say, hey, maybe you should have brought out this selling point. So it's almost like tutorial in a way. Cause selling is an art, bro.
Well, I mean, like,
It is, man.
when you're in corporate, right? You have a Monday morning sales meeting,
Correct.
right? Where you go over different ways of how to pitch this, and you have different scripts, and you have all this different stuff. But when you're an entrepreneur, where do you get that practice?
You don't. you gotta like do everything on the fly,
You
for
don't
real,
get
bro.
that practice. And so
Correct.
in our mastermind, you know, you get a chance to do a real life pitch. And like, the thing is I know who's in the group.
Right.
So I usually try to pair you up with somebody who can probably buy what you selling, or who can help take you to a new level, or who will take you somewhere. Like, this is Anjali from she's from Chicago. She lives in Thailand, so she's in Thailand while she's doing that. But she's a marketing restaurant guru. She took a restaurant, Native Foods, in downtown Chicago, and got them all over the place on media coverage, all sorts of stuff. But if I don't connect her with a restaurant, if they don't know what she does, then how are they ever gonna meet? And so her and Lear is connecting. They both do PR, and now they can go after restaurants together.
Correct. See, that's the thing, like just connecting the dots. Because a lot about business, it really is connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Business is, from what I'm understanding, is how can I solve problems for others so that they pay me for it?
Solving problems. And the problem that we solve is that we give you a team, we give you the accountability, we give you the push and the structure that's going to help you be great. And we tell you, like, we're the hunters. I want you to think about the mindset of that.
Right.
You know, and the thing about what I was thinking about when I was driving here, I was thinking about, you know, there's so many different types of hunters. When you think about animals,
Yeah.
they got big hunters, you got little hunters, you got mega hunters. Even like the animals that eat vegetables, they still hunting for it.
Yeah. Foraging. Yeah, you're right.
So it's like,
yeah, true.
and it's so much easier most of the time when you got somebody next to you.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we want to be, is that person next to you that says, oh, hey, you ain't see this over there. Oh yeah, let's go tag team this. All right, let me put you in the, let's train together.
Right.
Let's practice this together. All right, let's do our accountability together, so that way we make sure we keep more of this and double up it.
That's true.
So-
Speaking of training, not to cut you off, because we've trained together, and
Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna put in some work tomorrow?
Man, if we can, let's do it. We go
All right.
early in the morning if we can make it happen.
All right.
I love that. But speaking of training, right? So some people know, some other people don't know. So you're working on a film
Yeah.
that requires you to train.
Yeah.
I know you can't say everything, but it's very creative. We spoke about it a lot of times. I sat on some meetings with you, like casting meetings.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So the progress of that, man. Number one, I'm excited for it, but I'm gonna let you let the cat out the bag, spill the beans about it.
So, church kid, right? That's my upbringing, from Lincoln, Nebraska. You know, sat in church all the time. And there's this story in church that they used to tell us about Esau and Jacob. they were twins. Esau was the older brother, Jacob was the younger brother. And the older brother, Esau, has his birthright and his blessing taken by Jacob, his younger brother, and his mother. They collaborate to take his blessing. And I always used to sit back in church and be like, yo, that's messed up.
It is. It really is.
And nobody
Treacherous.
ever really talks about it from Esau's perspective. So what I did was I looked at the Bible story and I took some things from the Bible story. I'm a big fan of the book The Alchemist, and so I took some inspiration from that, and I put together an epic tale of Esau and Jacob, where he's betrayed by his mother and brother, but he has to come back and save him from the desert chief. And so we're going to be bringing that to you, hopefully fall, winter this year. And you know, what you're going to see is all the action that you would want to see in any movie, because I feel like in faith-based movies, sometimes they skimp you on the action. Like, I want to see a fight. Like, I want to see something real, and so that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that type of action. You're gonna get no cursing, but it's still gonna have the funny content that you used to. You know,
right.
I want something I can watch with my children, and it's cool. I don't gotta worry about what their ears gonna hear. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's in our culture. You know, when we talk about excellence, we could do better in that. You know, when grown folks talk, that's grown folks, but if the children is around, they don't need to hear all that. And so,
I agree with that, bro.
And so,
I'm glad you pointed that out.
we could do better than that. And the last thing that you're gonna get is that inspiration. And you know, when you get a movie and you watch it and you like, oh, like you ready to get up out your seat. Like, this movie talks about like accomplishing your dreams, and you're gonna see something that you've never ever seen before. So I want you to just get ready. We're gonna bring it to the big screen. Esau the Master Builder. It's gonna be coming to you this fall, this winter. Just get ready for it. Freddie is our actual fight scene choreographer, choreographer. He's gonna help with the photography as well. And so we're just excited to be able to use the creatives that are in our community and create something that's gonna last forever. So I just appreciate him and his expertise, and just the whole squad and the whole team.
Man, bro, I can't wait for this, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it is, man.
Yeah,
that's real vision, and you know what's important too, because the creativity in those stories. You know, because you said, hey, faith-based movies, some of them lack action. So I remember old school like Ben-Hur. When I was like a kid, or like, what was the other one? Like the Moses one. We used to have to watch that.
Yeah, Ten Commandments.
Yeah, the Ten Commandments one. When I was a kid, I used to have to watch that. My parents used to make us watch that.
But they were never black.
No, I never.
And like, weren't those people black? Didn't they happen to be melanated people?
I would.
And so,
yes.
So we're, you know, and the thing is we don't have to tell you that it's a black movie, because you're just gonna see it. Okay. And because that's historically accurate.
How important is it to be just historically accurate and tell the story the way that you're telling it? To you, at least, how important is it?
If you don't know your history, how can you know your future? You know, if you don't know where you came from, or where your people come from, or what they've overcome, how can you know what's expected of you and the standard that you should adhere to? When you start a black story and it's black, we just got done with February, Black History Month, and you start with slavery, then you're getting it wrong. And in our culture, when you look at biblical times, and these are, you know, think about if Abraham had 10,000 cattle, that's some bread. You got some money.
That is.
If you have 10,000 cattle right now, you got
a whole
some
lot
money.
of beef patties.
And so to let them know that you come from wealth, you come from royalty, that's the expectation of you. That should be the standard of our communities. And then as that expectation and that standard rises, and that thought process of we deserve this rises, we're worthy of this rises, then we have to see that over and over again. And that's what we're hoping to have with this film. You know, we want to make something that's so good that you got to watch it over and over and over again, because the message is good, because it's funny, because it's got action, but it feeds your spirit something that you've never been fed before.
That's so important to do, man. And big ups to you for dreaming, having that vision to pursue it. Because again, we talk about, at least on this platform, I talk about bravery, like the bravery of, entrepreneurs, the bravery of visionaries and creatives, and to push stories like that, and to say, hey, this is something that I believe in. How real did you have to make it for you in order to sell it to others?
Bro, I've been working on this for 4 years.
I know, man.
And so,
factual.
So it's like one of those things where you write it, right? And you're like, oh, this is good. This is really good. This is going to work perfectly. And then you pitch it and it don't work as perfectly as you thought. And then you got to fix it and get better. And then you got to fix it and get better. And then you got to fix it and get better. And then you got to fix it and get better.
True.
So that's where we're at right now. It's like, I've put so much into it that I'm not gonna give up. And like that one song, like I ain't gonna give up.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna. It's like that's just what it is, because like in the same breath, like I feel like I feel like one of the characters, because it's like you're on the journey of accomplishing this. Like I'm trying to turn this dream into gold. I'm trying to turn nothing into something.
Alchemy.
So
success alchemy.
So how can if the character in the movie has to do that, shouldn't I have to go through a similar experience to be able to alchemize and manifest and create this vision that I've had and turn it into a masterpiece that changes the world? And that's exactly what we're doing.
So you had to perform alchemy on yourself first.
You have to see it first. And so like I went down and we're gonna shoot it in Duval County in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey.
Shout out Duval. But the way that it can come together and give you the continuity and the realism that you don't get in movies nowadays. That's what we want to do. You're gonna see some of the AI animations. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. You're gonna see some of that, but the realism that you're gonna see is gonna be next level, and it's gonna make you remember some of the opportunities that you still have out here today.
Man, bro. There's no follow up for that. That's it's
just great to see you. Great to rock with you,
man. Always, man. Always. And this won't be the last time to see you on this platform.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we go, we in the third month, 2026. Mm-hmm. So we got like 9 months left. Mm-hmm. So that's like a whole maternity cycle. What can we expect to see from you by the end of the year? What's like a big project? But aside from the project we're working on right now, what's another big project we can see you manifest within these next 9 months?
That's a great question. And what I will say is millions.
Best answer.
That's all I can say. It's millions.
Best answer. My guy.
That's all I can say. Millions. And just from a mastermind standpoint, we're the #1 Black referral group in the world.
Say that one more time, man. Let the folks hear you. We're the #1 what?
We're the #1 Black referral group in the world. We can work with any chamber of commerce, any business group. We are not your competition. We are just an extension of the amazing work that you're already doing. All we want to do is put together a format for your people to be able to come to sell with one another and to win together with our amazing community. So we want to hunt with you. We want to work with you. We want to build those bridges so that Black people always know that, hey, this is a safe place where we can go and do business, and that I'm going to get great service because they have a culture of excellence, because we got motion like a roller coaster.
Exactly. My
Yeah.
God. Hey, man, thanks for coming through, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you.
That's
Hey,
love.
if you need to find me, Preston R. Harris on all social media. The tribe is called Elevating Black on Instagram and on social media on YouTube. But Preston R. Harris, go ahead and follow me. Check out my pages. Hey, we just want to help people bring out the greatness in them. Love to help. Love to work with you.
My God.
Appreciate you, Freddie.
Yo.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir.